The Himba, the iconic red women of Africa. The Himba tribe is a small tribe with huge things to teach us. The ancient tribe of semi-nomadic herders has drawn photographers to the barren northwestern Namibia, its current home. That's why striking images of Himbas have become known far and beyond the remote. They live in the unforgiving Kunene region, eking out a living while tending their livestock. Before we tell you so much about these people, we love to inform you at this point that we've produced a video about these people entitled The Himba Tribe of Africa. You're encouraged to try and see the video to learn more about the Himba tribe as we focus on the iconic red women of Africa known as the Himba women. The birth of the tribe. Before we delve into the discussion about these women, we need to discuss how the tribe was born. This can be traced to some 500 years ago when the Herero people migrated from Angola to the Kunene region of the country now known as Namibia. With this move, the Himba tribe entered history books. The group have definitely lived elsewhere before that time. However, the period just mentioned was the pivotal point of the people in the annals of our time. Towards the end of the 19th century, a large shortage of cows occurred. This was due to a relentless bovine epidemic that split the tribe into two very distinct groups. The part of the tribe that remains to be known as the Herero migrated south to explore new regions so that they could enhance their chance of, first, survival and eventually conforming more over time. On the other hand, the group called the Himba remained in their territory, holding fast to their traditions and customs. Though the two groups continue to use the same Herero language, the Himba chose the Himba dialect is now known as Himba. While the tribe is commonly addressed as Himba in the West, the people prefer to be referred to as Himba, which they view as the more correct term. A free and literal translation of the word Himba from the Herero language means beggar. There's an offshoot of the Himbas known as Twa, who are hunter-gatherers. However, Himba are Namibia's last semi-nomadic pastoralists. The harsh Himba history. As you've likely seen, these people have gone through a harsh history together with their women. We've seen the elements and severe occasional droughts that have plagued the Himbas, testing their existence. But that's not their only woe. They've been subjected also to the last century's attempts at racial extermination and genocide between 1904 and 1908. Also in the 1980s, a perfect storm pitted the Himbas against a double threat of severe drought that killed 90% of their livestock. Remember also they were pawns of a political conflict. In spite of all that, the Himbas are still standing strong today. They're incredibly remarkable for skillfully managing the tenacity with which they hold on to their culture in tandem with acting in a modern context decisively, such as successfully working with international activists in the struggle to block the proposed hydroelectric dam that threatens to flood their ancestral lands. They're also vocal in the campaign against culturally inappropriate school enrollment for their children and the detainment of the Ovatwa offshoot in secured camps in northern Kunene. As the struggle continues, the Himba can be found issuing declarations to the AU and the OHCHR on violations of their civil, cultural, economic, environmental, social and political rights. In an excellent example of their strict adherence to culture in unity with their involvement in modern cultural affairs, they staged a protest against a German reality TV mockingly portraying their culture in a derogatory light. Distinct aspects of Himba women's life. What effect do all that have on the life of Himba women? In the video we referred to earlier, we told you that the women are used to a lot of hardship. They do more laborious work than men. The hardship they've gone through has taught them different skills in cooking and serving traditional meals and engaging in the usual handicrafts, cloth and bead production. They're also responsible for milking the cows and goats. They're the ones seen carrying water to the village from long distances, earthen plastering their mopane wood homes' red clay soil and cow manure, collecting firewood and attending to calabash vine among other things. They learn all these skills from girlhood while their men and boys rarely stay at home. Males usually busy themselves with matters surrounding their community development. The men's main tasks are tending to the livestock farming and herding which take them away from the family home for extended periods. Of course, animal slaughtering and construction of homes are all left for men to care for. Before going further into what the lives of these women entail, let's discuss their different perceptions of colours. Different perceptions of colour. The Himba perception of colour is interestingly strange. They recognise only 4 hues, namely Zuzu, Vapa, Buru and Dambu. This will give you an idea of what is meant when adult females are referred to as the iconic red women of Africa. To them, all dark shades of blue, red, green and purple are referred to as Zuzu. Vapa encompasses all colours that can be identified as anything between white and yellow. Buru refers to some greens and blues, while Dambu is the name describing lighter shades of green, red and brown. The red women. The natural environment of the Himba is hot and semi-arid. That explains why their clothes consist of a simple skirt made from calfskin, and they sometimes wear sandals which are often crafted from used and discarded car tyres. Of course, modern materials are becoming popular. The distinctive colour of female members of the Himba tribe is courtesy of a cosmetic mixture of fat from butter and ochre pigment pounded hematite stone that is perfumed with aromatic Omazuma shrub resin. Both men and women apply these to their bodies. They have a good reason for using the otjiza paste. It protects their skin from the harsh sun, the dry and arid atmosphere, and mosquito bites. In spite of this, cultural beauty is a crucial motivation for daubing their black skin in this deep orange paste. Experience has also shown that it keeps their skin clean and moist. It also works to block hair growth. The otjiza mixture also gives the Himba hair a characteristic texture and style. We'll talk more about the hair extension later, but it's the ultimate Himba ideal of beauty, and it symbolises the earth's life-giving colour and the hue of blood, which are the essence of life. Extraordinary hair extensions. The Himba women sport hair extensions often made from goat hair that is gathered from the livestock they breed. They also breed fat-tailed sheep and sometimes cattle, a significant symbol of their wealth. The style of hair extensions often signals age and social status. All Himbas start life with bald heads and will occasionally have their heads shaved clean. Sometimes a small patch on the crown can be allowed to grow. Their hair is often plaited to the rear of the head, and little girls have 2 braided hair plaits angled towards the face at the level of their eyes. At the onset of puberty, girls start to add otjiza textured hair plaits. These can be arranged to veil a girl's face. Hair plaits are sometimes tied together and parted back from the face. The Arembe style of headdress is worn by girls or women who have been married for about a year or who have had a child. The Arembe style is sculptured from sheepskin or many plaits of hair, all coloured and helped in place by otjiza. They usually use wood ash to cleanse their hair, since water is an extremely scarce commodity. It's so scarce that no one is allowed to bathe in it. Rather, they take a daily smoke bath as a sign of personal hygiene. Crafts and indicate jewellery. Himba women are physically extremely active, as mentioned earlier, even more than the men and boys of the tribe. In addition to what we said earlier, the women are responsible for raising the new members of the tribe. More importantly, they're not too busy making exquisite jewellery, handicrafts and clothes. They've necklaces and arm bracelets they craft from ostrich eggshell beads, cloth, grass and copper. When fully dressed, an individual's adornments can weigh up to 40 kilograms. While women of other cultures consider the upper part of their body as their private part, which must be protected, the Himba women are almost bare-breasted. They cover their chest with only necklaces skillfully crafted. The most private parts of their body are their ankles. They cover these places with a sleeve of iron bracelets. We understand there's much more to tell about these iconic red women of Africa. Here's the opportunity to bear your thoughts. Please let's continue this discussion in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.